Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Dragon Quest 11, and we are back to getting gear, or yeah, we're doing our gearing up arc. So, last time we got Redwood, and we got the bunny tails, say we can farm Redwood, so let's go in here. If you don't know, we don't do anything that exciting, I don't think. I don't think this is considered the most exciting thing ever, but you know, it's something. This is what I have to purchase. And you can't actually buy these. Okay, perfect. Shows number own. How much do I need? Let's see this. We have 8 party members, 2 each, so 16. We have enough, right? Let's see, 16. Pretty sure. At least I hope I can purchase gold bars and the rubies. If not, that would be unfortunate. And also, I hope I don't mess up any of these crafts. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Well, since we'll be doing this for a very long time, what can I talk about? It is gonna be a difficult one. Got it. Let's see. Inspiration Strike. Since this is crafting, I'm trying to think, look, what other games out there that I have that had very interesting either crafting mechanics, or is a game that had crafting that I actually liked. I don't know, but I guess right now is a good time. So when I first started playing this game, well, I guess not when I first started, but shortly after playing this game, I wanted to see a guide on how to build a character. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I wanted to see a guide on how to build a character. Right? So I would, of course, look on the internet, of course, as everyone does nowadays. And I found the perfect one, because it was spoiler-free. It was amazing, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen them. I mean, I use it not really as much anymore, but I didn't realize until recently that, what was their name? It's like, can I check their name right now? It is Radiant Memories. Okay, that was their name. That's the name that they're the one that posted it. And I thought that reminded me that I am also a fan of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Of course, I'll talk about it all the time. And so I just wanted to talk about that game because it is one of my most favorite games on the GameCube. What's the other one? Oh gosh, what is it? What is it? Wii. The Wii. I was like, I forgot what it was. It is. What other good games are there on the GameCube and the Wii? I mean, there is like the Zelda. It's not Anniversary Edition, right? Like Collector's Edition for the GameCube. I had that, and it was very fun. There were so many games. There were so many Zelda games on there. Legend of Zelda games. Like the ones I would play would be Wind Waker and Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask was terrifying, and I liked the open sea. Well, actually, not just those two as well. There was also the original one. I think it's just called Legend of Zelda too, which is funny. Yeah, I think it really is just called Legend of Zelda as well, which I thought was really funny. The very old I'm pretty sure it is the first one. It's very old looking. Well, you just enter dungeons and that's it. Okay, we just got this one last one. There we go. 2 down. 14 to go. Oh, jeez. I mean, after this, we're going for armor, so. Well, I say that we're going for armor after this, but we gotta also get all these to +3. So exciting. Then just pick up some gold. I don't mind doing this. Let's see. I gotta always remember how to do this. So, I'm trying to think like what other good GameCube and Wii U game. I wonder if did anyone else have the GameCube Game Boy Advance converter thing that they would have, that you would attach it to the bottom of your GameCube and then you could play your Game Boy Advance games on there. Because I had it, just I could play Pokemon. Which one was it? It was Pokemon Gold. I think it was Pokemon. Yeah, it was Gold. So I was a Pokemon Gold player. I didn't have Silver. I think it was just on discount or something. I don't know. And I never beat that game. I never beat it. I was one of those people who would use only one Pokemon. I only used one Pokemon in that game. It was very funny when I think about it, because that makes no sense. But I was a kid. Who cared? So I played Pokemon Gold with only one Pokemon, and it was Feraligatr. It was Feraligatr. He was my Pokemon, and I would never be able to beat the Elite Four, which is funny because it was the first ones too. It was not the second group of Elite Four, because I'm pretty sure after you beat them, you can fight. You can go to the Kanto region. I always have a hard time remembering that name because you never called it the Kanto region when it was the only region, right? Because it was the only region that existed back then. But whatever. I still remember how I would always lose to the Elite Four because I just ran out of moves to use. That was a thing. My Feraligatr was really strong though. Kind of get, but yeah, I guess they kind of suck when you don't have a move. That's how I'd always lose. What other we had the Zelda game, the GameCube, and then of course we had one of my favorite games for the GameCube as well, Path of Radiance. I love that game. Even though I say I love it, I've only beaten it maybe like 3 times. Because I never owned it. I never owned it until much later in my life. So, as a kid, I was never the owner of that game. I was always borrowing it from someone else. So, there's that. So I never had the opportunity to play it as often as I did. Of course, so I think I only played it one time. Before. Oh no. Is it ruined? Oh no, my ring! No! It's okay, it's okay. I still got one. Oh no! It's still made. Okay, that's fine. My ring! Oh. But let's talk about Path of Radiance. Okay, so when I think about it, it's funny. The only reason why I'm a fan of the Fire Emblem franchise was because I kept getting reintroduced to it like 3 times. I say 3 times, it's 2 times. I was introduced to the game 3 times in total. I had to get introduced to the game 3 times. Maybe even 4. No, it was 3. It was after the 3rd time I became a fan of the series. Well, yeah. I didn't. Man, and then starting from then, I actually cared about every single release that came out that was a Fire Emblem game. So the first game that I was introduced to was the first one that released in the West. So 7, which is just got Fire Emblem over here in the West. Right, the one with Lyn, Hector, Eliwood, all of them. Back then I also tried to play 6, but the translation was very stale and boring, so I really couldn't get into it. And I have a really hard time getting back into that game every single time. It was readable, but it didn't. It felt very plain, right? Translations can make things very difficult. honor in my ring, please. So for Fire Emblem, I got introduced to the first one, and then after that, I got introduced to it by another person, Sacred Stones, from a friend I had back in school. They had Sacred Stones, and I saw them playing it just one random day, and I thought that was a Fire Emblem game, so that was really cool because I had Fire Emblem 7, and I think Sacred Stones was their first game, so we traded so that we could both play a different Fire Emblem game, right? And I loved Sacred Stones. That's how it became one of my favorites because of how I learned of it, because there was someone else playing it, right? So, and then of course I eventually went to get my own copy of Sacred Stones because it was such a good game, and I love the coloring. The coloring for that game is amazing, by the way. It's so vibrant. I mean, I know today's Fire Emblem games are also vibrant, but that one was different. It was not. The shading in it was very. It was colorful, but it wasn't in your face that much. Is it raining right now? But it was not like in your face as much as it is now. Which I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. That's just the thing. But regardless, I liked the way the game looked. So it didn't take long for me to just really like it. Really like Fire Emblem. And then I didn't become a fan. I didn't know Path of Radiance came out because once again, I was not a Fire Emblem fan yet. I just liked the game. I didn't want to find a new game because back then there were so many games releasing that I didn't care if another game came out. If it did, cool. I wasn't betting my life on it like, well, how is more commonly nowadays. Whenever a new Fire Emblem game comes out, I'll just be like, cool, that's awesome, right? But back then, I didn't bother checking to see when a Fire Emblem game came out. It was not a big deal to me. So I didn't know that Path of Radiance existed for, I think, a whole year. Right? The only time I found out Path of Radiance existed was when Radiant Dawn released. When Radiant Dawn released, that's when I found out that Path of Radiance existed, and then that's when I played Path of Radiance. I played it once because it was not mine. It was not my friend's. It was a cousin that I had. They had not Radiant Dawn. My cousin had Path of Radiance. Funnily enough, I think it was a coincidence too. It was. Hold on. Let me. What am I looking at? There we go. So I play Path of Radiance through a cousin of mine's. And that's how I was able to play Path of Radiance, right? I think I had to like go to their house and all of that to play the game. So I didn't have that much time because it wasn't at my own house. Right? And then I eventually was able to get Radiant Dawn from the same friend that I got Sacred Stones from. And the only reason why I found, not Sacred Stone, yeah. The only reason why I found that Radiant Dawn released was because I found a guidebook at a Walmart of Radiant Dawn. And I think I still have that guidebook to this day. And I'll look at it all the time because, for one, it looks good. It's really nice to look at. I'm not sure where exactly it is. I don't have it like stored because I've moved like 2-3 times since then, but you know, it's somewhere. It's just somewhere. At least I think I have it. I hope. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd gladly put it somewhere because it was just very nice to look at. And ever since then, yeah, my friend just so happened to also have that game, and he played it for a while. So I borrowed it from him over a summer break, and the entire summer break was me just playing that game over and over. So I became it was after then I became a huge fan of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Not Path of Radiance, but I did play it because I found out that it existed. And then I played Radiant Dawn. And that's how I became a fan of Fire Emblem. And then Awakening came out. Not saying it was a bad one. I actually loved Awakening as well. It was just I was already a fan of the series before it came out, so I got Awakening just like everyone else. I got the DS, 3DS. Was it 3DS back then? I think I still have that thing. It's very tiny nowadays when you compare it to the regular 3DSs, but it's not like anyone uses one anyways. Yeah, and after that I started... Well, I haven't played every single Fire Emblem game since, because some games I just don't feel like playing, right? But it made me like strategy games a bit more. But after playing... after going through all of that, this is expensive. I'm gonna run out of gold at this rate. Oh no. After we got Fire Emblem Awakening, and then I think after Awakening was Fates, I believe. I think there was a huge gap between Awakening and Fates. I do know that Awakening was considered the last one, and then the success of Awakening made them make Fates, right? Which kind of makes sense why there's a huge gap between the two. Right, there was a gap between the two, I believe. Alright, which I'm happy that Fire Emblem still exists. I did play Three Houses. I did not play Shadows of Valentia. I have it sealed still. I got that game on release day, I never opened it. I probably will keep it sealed forever at this point. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know where it is. Actually, I know exactly where it is. It's right behind me. But yeah, I think it's funny. I got that game on release day. Still haven't opened it, which is not a big deal. Like I'm okay with that. I just think it's funny that I never bothered to go. And yeah. Like, let's see what else. What other, like, there's Fire Emblem Fates, where I remember I think I've talked about that one a lot as well. That I love the game. Well, I love Conquest. Birthright was kind of boring, but okay, I would accept it. And then Revelation is the biggest cluster I've ever experienced in a Fire Emblem game. Like, it was awful, right? Like, story-wise, I don't even know. I think it was just weird, which it's a Fire Emblem game, so I don't really care that much that it was. I've played through Fire Emblem games basically without any sense of what the game was before, so it's not like it's some new experience to me. Alright, but Revelation was a whole new bag of worms when it comes to what was going on. And I don't really care because I got to play with more characters. So, like, I was able to play with more characters. I'm okay with it. Right, not a big deal to me. But the map design, who thought that was a good idea? Map design, if you play Revelation, it is the worst map design I've ever seen in a Fire Emblem game. What is that map design? It's so bad. It's awful. It's just the worst. I think, like, it's like so gimmicky. Like, and it's not even in a good way, too. Like, it's so bad. Like, I even accept basic over that. Just give me a big field and I'll be okay with it. Because of all the characters I have. It's okay. But man, yeah. It was insane. But, you know. Yeah. And Revelation. And its good moments and bad moments. Oh well. Let me check how many strings I have. I'm running out of money. I have to sell some stuff. I have like those brain drainer thingamajigs. So how much do I got? Let's see. I have 9. Oh wait, are we halfway there? How much do I need? 16? Oh, we're more than halfway. Cool. Let me go someplace where there's actually a shop. Or we can do this. I like Hoto because you go here very often anyways. I go here all the time. Alright, like what's my most go-to places in this game? Hoto campsite and the ticketing entrance basically now. Like, one for experience, one for ticketing crest, so. But let me just do this. Sell some stuff. Equipment bag. Brain drainers. How many do I want to sell? Sell these, yes. Oh no, that's not what I meant to say. Yes, I have more than enough. I don't need 36 of them, thank you. I don't have that many shield bearers in my party. Yes, and then I'll do it one more time. Yes, thank you. Okay, I have enough, right? This is enough? I hope so. Actually, I love this in this game. The campfire, I hope in 12 that we get more of this. Right? Give me the ability to see, because I know in a lot of JRPGs, it's always like from one, you gotta go from point A to point B. But sometimes just seeing a regular at night scene like this is very important to me. Because if I want to be immersed in the world, I want to see a lot of the immersion that most games tend to not have. I'm gonna see the action every single time. I'm gonna see the big important events, but I want to see the not important events, the boring stuff of just being at a campfire. Right? Like, this is amazing to me. This is what I want to see more of, so I hope that's something that I get to see more of in the game. So yeah. Rings? Okay, let's do this again. No, it's, okay. But, back on topic. Fire Emblem. I know, yeah, very boring to talk about Dragon Quest 11 and 12 stuff when I'm playing the game. Back to, what was I talking about, Fire Emblem? I don't know. I don't know what I talk about half the time. I lost my train of thought. What was it? Let's see, it was... I know I was talking bad about Revelation, as I think everyone has the right to. And I think that was it. Right? So you have, yeah... I like the game. Fates, overall. But, let's see... What else? After Fates was Shadows of Valentia, of course, right? So Shadows of Valentia, of course, I never played. I have it sealed. Sometimes life just happens, right? Sometimes life just happens and you don't play the game. Oh, which is okay. After... Shadows of Valentia, then you have 3 houses, which... Is that a big gap in time? It's not, right? It's like, what, 3 years or something? It really wasn't that long. Let's see. After that, yeah, 3 houses. I don't know what happened. From me originally playing, like, what happened to be between playing 7, 8, Sacred Stones. Maybe because my favorite Fire Emblem game is Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance, that it made it very difficult for me to not enjoy 3 houses, but more like just play it in general. I played 3 houses and I did love the game, but it felt a little different to me. I don't know if this makes me not a Fire Emblem fan because 3 houses isn't my favorite game. But I think there was just too much choice for me in Three Houses. I'm not used to that much choice in a Fire Emblem game. And it really sucked too, because the choice is very important, right? And picking which house you were picking in Three Houses. At first I thought that was a cool thing, and then it didn't take long for me to feel really, really bad about it. So I really couldn't play through Three Houses that much at all. I'm so happy I didn't record that. I'm so happy it was before I started like recording me playing games. I'm so happy, because it would have been a nightmare for me to play that. It would have not have been a good experience for me, I think. Maybe. Or maybe it would have been. I don't know. Maybe forcing myself to play through the game would have actually made it more better for me. I don't know. But it would have been tough. I mean, that's why I didn't play through all the routes in Three Houses. I played other Fire Emblem games like multiple times over. I only played Three Houses once. I just can't. The choices are too difficult. Right? Yeah, it's tough, that game. Yeah, if you become too emotionally attached to everyone, it becomes a tough game. That's why I'm really hoping for. Maybe that's the reason, and that's also the reason why I'm not playing Three Hopes, because it's still Three Houses, right? But in an alternate universe. So it still has those characters, so I probably would never get back into Fire Emblem. Three Houses, anyways. Even though I still love the characters, but I think I love them too much to want to see them fight each other. Like in Radiant Dawn, right, where you have to fight each other. It's not that bad because the goal, right? You eventually team up. Not the same in Three Houses. You don't do that. I think I would have replayed all of Three Houses if there was a Radiant Dawn style ending, but that's not how Fire Emblem works like half the time. That's very uncommon, right? Like, I think that's like a one-off thing that's probably never happening again. Well, that's not true. Revelation did that, but Revelation's also a nightmare, so I guess that doesn't count. like when two groups team up, two or more groups team up. They like to do that. They didn't do that with Three Houses, though. Maybe the failure of Revelation, of Fate's Revelation, made them not have a route where you could play as everyone, but make it extremely difficult. I mean, I would have liked a really good route. Also, one thing in Fire Emblem Three Houses, right? Even though I haven't played through all the stories, I know of him. Because I couldn't play it, but I could look at the story, right? So that's what I did. Did they ever beat the bad guys outside of Golden Deer? Right? They were just fighting each other, right? They didn't even bother fighting the big problem. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't like the game either. Like, you never dealt with the big problem. They just fought each other instead. It's like we were the side characters and the main characters off doing something else. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't like the game either. It didn't feel like we were heroes. It just felt like we were people in a war. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't feel like Fire Emblem Three Houses was the same as other games. It was from a different perspective than we usually have. Right? Because in Fire Emblem Three Houses, generally, you're not right. Right? There's like no correct answer in Three Houses, sadly. Yeah, you just have an answer. In terms of like your positioning and fighting and stuff, right? Unless Golden Deer, I think Golden Deer is like the most correct one, I believe. Which is funny because it's I think it is considered the most. I think it's considered the least popular, right? In general, because it's not red or blue. And also, it's a ranged weapon. So, they did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. I have 3 left. After this, I think I am going to end it, though. I just like to be able to talk while doing some stupid stuff. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. What's canon in Three Houses? What's the canon route? Is it Golden Deer route? I wonder. Did they ever say? I think this is a topic that gets thrown in all the time. I guess we would never find out truly, right? Until they ever decide to make a sequel, because Three Hopes is in a sequel, right? Which I guess it's one of those things where you would never know what the sequel is to the game. Oh, it is raining. Oh, it's crazy. Come on, game. Let's see. I wonder what my next hope for is. I did hear, this is from a while ago, for Fire Emblem. This is a Fire Emblem video now, not Dragon Quest. That there is a chance that we could get a remastered or shadowed, like how Shadows of Valentia is, of the Tellius series. I don't know how accurate that is, but if there is, I would be playing that game all the time, and there would be videos on it. There would be videos of me playing it. I would play that game, of course. It's my favorite game in the series. I love those games. And I've seen the story for some of the past Fire Emblem games too. Man, some of them is dark. Some of them is awful. Oh gosh. I saw some of them. It was just like, I wish I played them earlier so my attachment to them isn't as bad. But as I got older, I got attached to characters more often, more easily. Alright, so nowadays I get attached to characters way too easily, I feel. Especially if I read about them. Anyways. And that's a problem. But like, for example, it was like, I think I was reading the story on, I think it was Dragon Quest 4, right? Where it's 2 generations. I read through that and I was like, man, this is a horrendous story. It's awful. Yeah, I read through the whole thing. I was like, this sucks. Man, I kind of wish I played through the story, because then I wouldn't be as big of a, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Oh man, this is a lot to do. It's my last one. It is. Let me just throw in some gold in there and let's get this over with. I think in the next video, I'll continue talking about my love for Fire Emblem and the things that makes me, any memory I have of it. But I guess if there's if there's another Shadow game, right? Like Dragon Quest 4, I would not have, not Dragon Quest, Fire Emblem 4. I would play it, right? Because it's, but not Three Hopes, because that's Dynasty Warriors, right? Style, it's not my style. I just love the turn-based and the character classes style of the gameplay. Not like what we currently have. Not like what Three Hopes currently has, anyways. Come on, game. There we go. No. Hold on. Boom. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about when it comes to Fire Emblem. I think that's it. I just like talking about Fire Emblem. It's a series that, even though I don't interact with it very often, it's a game I can always look positively on because I had a lot of good memories about it. Which a lot of them came from just a coincidence. And that one friend of mine, though, really is a champion. For, like, I think they helped me become a fan of the series twice. It happened twice, 2 times. They also made me a huge fan of the Battle Network series as well. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! and Pokemon to an extent. So man, they really are. Even though I had a lot of friends when I was young, That one, there was that one that really made me introduced me, or helped me become more of a fan of other games. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I hope they are doing well still, because it was a long time ago. But when it comes to equipment, we have it all. I know that this isn't exactly the best plus levels. You want a +3, right? So if I look at this, yeah, you go up to +3, and it's 50% damage reduced. You get 100% chance to not be sleep confused, dazzled, envenomated, blind, or misturned, or paralyzed, right? So I am gonna work on that next time, right? Because that requires a lot more hammering. Actually, I'm gonna do this one time though, because I want to get a quick head start. Because I feel kind of bad having one, not this one. We're working item, and here we go. Having just this one here being like this, I don't like that. So we're gonna upgrade this one because I messed up on this. So let me fix this one up real quick. So what's a good, like, I'm gonna figure this out by the next time and make this. But when I thought back of all the games that me and my friends would have, or how I became fans of certain franchises, it would always be generally because of, well, one, games, right, or shows, or just my friends liking them, so I started liking them, right? That's how I like, to an extent, Mario Kart, because I love playing Mario Kart with my friends on the DS, right? That was always a fun time. It was one of the best experiences I had in school, right? Was playing Mario Kart with your friends. It was always a great time. Outside of that, it would always be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. I know it's not the coolest, but always be something like that. Well, regardless, that's this bit. You know, we have a lot of time to talk about other things that I enjoyed. Also, I hope I can get all these rings to +3. That's kind of the goal here. But at least we got this. But that's gonna do it for this video. That's part 1 of getting the Catholican rings. It's a lot of crafting. A lot of money is involved, right? How much money do I have? It's enough, I guess. Man, that was just from farming redwood, too. That's crazy. That's all that money came from. Brain drainers. Jeez. I'll take it, though. Thank you, game. Like, what else? Talk about... I guess we'll find out next time what I have to talk about, huh? It might be Mega Man. It probably will be. But I guess we'll find out then. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.